Developer shout out. We appreciate your hard work.
I like how Zach's the one who made that and he never sings.
He's done. He's like, I'm a good boss. I create and then I delegate.
He's just waiting to collect royalties off of it.
No, I like doing it.
Who is it?
The developer of the week, you guys, is going to be Notch. He is...
Say that again?
Notch.
Fireworks. 'Cause it's not.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a brick exploding.
Absolutely. It's Notch.
So anybody who doesn't know, he is basically the creator of Minecraft. Or not basically.
He is
the creator of Minecraft. If you haven't played Minecraft, you're obviously under a mine and not crafting your way out of it. Okay,
Wow.
I get to make bad jokes. All right?
Oh my God.
Don't give me that.
I'd rather you go outside and start punching
I'm outta here.
a tree trunk.
That was savage. That hurt me.
Anyways.
I know, I'm back. All right. That was just for you guys, for the people out there. He honestly really made a really cool game, you guys.
He started a revolution.
Yeah. Just really creative, really different. A game that there really hadn't been any other game like it quite, like that. And for a game like that to really blow up and become just a national, like everybody knows that game. It's a household name nowadays.
And it's an internationally household.
It pretty much single-handedly made like YouTube gaming possible.
Yeah.
As big as it is. I mean, you had people streaming, or not really like streaming, but like putting up their like Let's Plays and stuff like that. But it did not blow up until people were watching Minecraft. They were looking at people making mods of Minecraft, what they built in Minecraft. It was Minecraft this, Minecraft that. There's books on Minecraft.
Dude, have you heard of the Diamond Minecart?
I don't know.
He's a YouTuber who does Minecraft. He's become a millionaire playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Just Minecraft?
Just Minecraft.
I knew people.
Notch created him templates before he sold it. Created him templates for his own personal characters.
Nice.
Wow. See, I remember like I knew this company. They before Mojang made it not possible. They ran servers like a ever heard of Minecraft GTA? Where it was like GTA and Minecraft, where they built like cities
I've
and
seen
stuff
those.
like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen them.
They ran like one of the first one and had like the biggest one, and you could pay them money to get items in game, and they were making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars just doing that because they're real good. They would my friend and they would all sit down and they would just sculpt out these scenes in Minecraft, put it into the servers, and make money off it. Minecraft became such a society, such a big like mark on gaming. Some people may say abstain, some people may say glorifying, because it did really awesome things for gaming, made it approachable. My girlfriend never played video games, but she played Minecraft.
I also like it too because it takes a younger audience. Obviously, Minecraft does appeal to a younger audience, and it breaks them away from that standard game that they're used to.
Right.
A lot of them pick up the big AAA titles, the Call of Duties, sports games, stuff like that. That's just really kind of, top tier, we'll call it. And then Minecraft came out, and obviously it's blown up, and that's a lot of people buy it now because it is popular, but it's taking those kids and allowing them to play something that's totally obscure, that no other game that they've maybe never picked up that's like it.
Something creative for their minds, too.
Exactly. So it's like playing Legos as a kid.
Yeah.
You got to
It
make something
also
new.
bridges that generation as well. The kids can play it and the adults can play it. Have the same
I played it
amount
with
of fun.
my kids so many times.
It's a bonding experience. Parents playing with it. It's really cool because it's you get in. And there's toxic people in any community, but Minecraft's community as a whole, everyone's very supportive.
Yes,
everyone's very thing, and they like I said, they really created a society off of Minecraft, and that's all to Notch. And Notch is
Notch, you made a great game. Insert disc 4. Phatt Island Gaming. We love you.
Yes, we do.
I want to say something too. So
Go for it.
First of all, household name. It's really weird that like things become the product name after a while. So like with tissues, right? That's the product. But some people will say, "Do you have a Kleenex?" Which is the company.
Which is the brand. Yeah.
So with Minecraft, it was so weird to see people like come in and out of my house at one point and see me playing video games, and they'll just say, "Oh, you playing Minecraft?" And I'm like, I know you would know that this game I'm playing, and I can't remember what it was at the time, definitely does not look like Minecraft. It was not Minecraft. But to them, that's a video game, right?
Right.
Like there's Minecraft on phone, there's Minecraft on console, Minecraft on PC. So it's like people would just go around and say like, "Oh, you play Minecraft? You play Minecraft? You ever played Minecraft?" That was just a plug-in word for video games.
It's been associated,
It was that turn of the 2010, 2011 when I was at its height in that area.
And something too, Notch, I don't know if you'll ever watch this, but I know what you did when you sold the company. I think you made the right choice, and all the money that you have now, I think you deserve it. I think the way you make games and the way you think is beautiful. To be quite, oh god, I'm gonna tear up. Whatever you're making next, just come out with it.
Just do it, dude.
I know you're making something, and you say that you are. You did such a good job changing the world. I think you should keep doing it, and don't hate yourself because you have all that money now. You're in a position to do bigger and better things, and I think you should. So just release whatever you're doing. I think you're doing really good stuff.
There's
I appreciate it.
A ton of people's lives you've really changed, man. You've obviously like you said, we know that your success and everything, like kind of the decisions you made, you've looked at kind of negatively. But like we're saying, like we're really talking about this and it's a real thing. We do these developer shout outs and it means a lot to us. It's because
100%.
of people like you that we get to sit here and do this. You did something so creative. You, like he said, your mind works in just a different way that a lot of developers don't. And that is a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
Please don't hate yourself, man. We love you. You've put out a beautiful product and something else you put out. Like he said, you now have the funds, you now have the means. You don't have to cater to some big name. You don't have to cater to a publisher. You don't have to get broken out of your creativity.
Even if it doesn't sell like millions worth, like Minecraft did, I don't think you ever have to meet or exceed that expectation, which I know for a lot of people is scary. They always want to do bigger and better things, and it's really hard. But whatever you're doing, just come out with it.
Keep doing what you love, man. Keep doing what you love.
Bring your mind back.
We really do love you, man. Keep it up. Now we're going to go into our community part of this, which is great, you guys. It's all for you. It's going to be our community question. And of course, we always send that right over to James.
Boom.
Okay. This week's
dance.
community
I
question.
liked it.
Yeah, I'm just, that's my boom, boom, boom. All right. Community question this week is I don't want to call it a two-parter, but it was the brainchild, we'll say it, of two folks. One is one of our Patreon contributors, Andy Fritz, who let's just go ahead and give him a little bit of daps. He's behind the camera right now. He's been hanging out with us all night. He's right over there. And then Jason Hume, who's actually contributed a community question from his daughter before.
Yep.
So the question was, Andy suggested that we talk about Battlefield 1 and what we'd like to see with it, how excited we're going to be on it, more than what we did earlier, more than just the news, like exactly what we expect. Mm-hmm. And then Jason Hume said, yeah, that's great, but then why don't you also talk about COD at the same time, mix the kind of two, what we expect is going to happen with the new games, but where would we like to see them go? How do we want to see first-person shooters evolve going forward from here?
So I've been really clear about that. I think gaming, obviously, it goes through phases. I think we talked about that last time where, obviously for a while it was zombies,
cyberpunk, ninjas. Now it's swinging back, it seems like, and then it'll probably follow out again.
Correct. So I think for the longest time, honestly, like we had a ton of World War II games. We had those classic, those modern warfare, stuff like that. And they got to the point where I don't want to say it was stale, but it was just the same thing over and over. There wasn't enough difference.
It was cookie cutter.
Exactly. So it got to that point where it was just like we staled out. So I think that move for like those first person shooters, the Battlefields, the Call of Duties, to kind of go into a, near future or even just like a modern warfare setting made sense. They needed to change it up. They needed to mix it up. I think now is the perfect time. We've pushed enough forward. We have enough sci-fi stuff out there. I think that move backwards that Battlefield made is the smart. It's at the right time. And I think that's why everyone's so excited for it. I don't think the Call of Duty game looks terrible. I don't think the game deserves all the negativity it's getting. I just don't think what we've discussed it. They just didn't do what the fans wanted. It's that time where let's start going back to our roots. Let's start getting back to what we loved. Let's give the younger generation what we got at their age. Us older people, we want that nostalgia in a fresh sense. And that's what Battlefield's giving us with going backwards. Call of Duty, like I said earlier, they've established a good thing. They can push the envelope a little bit. They can say, we're going to try this near future. We're going to do something different. I think Battlefield they did it at the right time.
I think it was a good pivoting point to turn the table again, or at least in this case, tip it over on everything that's still doing the same thing. Essentially, They just made the poker chips like all fly in the air in that motion. And I think it's smart. The title's smart. The gameplay. This is kind of cool too, because you have to realize too, like a lot of the, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of the games that we play online, like multiplayer wise, those were all built around these starting foundations, like original FPS mechanics.
Oh yeah.
So now that they're going back, I wonder if they're going to reinvent the wheel. Because I've been thinking about that nonstop, right? Like you have capture flag, you have team deathmatch, you have deathmatch, you have kill confirmation, you got all those weird different things. So now you're going back to the roots. Essentially, you can build a new component now, put your spin on it, and then push it out, because if everybody else comes back and does it too, they're going to make their own version of it.
Yep.
So I think this is a nice point to reset some of the multiplayer stuff that we're used to and kind of give it a good push again.
Reset the standards, so to
Reset
speak.
the standards, essentially. So I think that would be cool. I think the introduction of cavalry might actually be able to bring that around, and I'm hoping that's part of the multiplayer. I don't see why not, since you can
anyone-
drive everything.
Battlefront 1. Remember Star Wars Battlefront 1?
Yeah.
You won Tauntaun Charge AT-ATs.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All of
Too much.
I did the whole Lord of the Rings speech, Theoden, and the Fields of Pelennor speech. I'm excited to do that now.
Riders of Rohan!
I got what that means. All you pigs out there who are listening to this, or anyone else who wants to join us, we'll get a group together and we're going to cavalry charge. If we
Can you imagine? Okay, so like imagine like the grassy knoll, if you will, maybe not in such a crowded, streeted area, but you know what I mean. Giant grass hill, and everybody, I don't know if it's possible, but everybody just gets a horse and then charges. They're like, where are they? I haven't seen them. I don't know. We captured all 3 points. I wonder where they're at. And then it's just like an entire cavalry comes over and somebody's with binoculars like, oh shit.
Or no,
boys.
it's the one guy who got the white paint, the white uniform, and he's sitting out there like Gandalf at the Battle of Helm's Deep.
They come
There's
reinforcements.
3 of you holding one base. You're like, fuck, we're dead. And all of a sudden, the sun rises.
Look to the left.
It dawns light.
East.
Yes.
I can only hope and pray that stuff like that is possible.
I
know on
we don't know
PC
yet,
it will
but-
be, because you could probably
I mean,
mod
that-
it so it's out
I
there
think
for
that's
everybody.
something that
but-
we're all excited for. I think when it comes to the Battlefield, we'll start with Battlefield for me, because I'm the most excited about that. I'm tense. I'm like, oh god, I gotta play it now. I want to see the reintroduction to proper and powerful indirect fire.
Yes.
Because
I'm with you on that 100%.
That is because being able to change the way the battlefield works and looks now from way in the back and like working with your team out in the front, they're calling in, I'm in grid. I remember back in Battlefield Vietnam, hey, I'm in grid E3, they're in E2. I need artillery, just lay it down. Broken arrow, like
something to add on to that, because I know how much you love indirect fire and artillery. Something you may not know, in real life, in the Army, the infantry, which was my job, is called the Queen of Battle. The reason we're called the Queen of Battle is because we can go anywhere, we can move across spaces really, really quickly, like chess, exactly. Artillery has been called the King of Battle for over 100 years because they can change an entire grid square in the matter of a moment. I mean, and they've been called the King of Battle for a reason.
If you
for
want
a
to
long
study
time.
warfare, that's why Napoleon was so good, because he reinvented artillery.
Yes, he did.
So he made it proliferate. I mean, so artillery is a huge part of it. I want to see it happen, even if it's so much. I saw battleships.
I saw battleships.
I saw that too.
Who
And I saw
remembers
howitzers.
Battlefield 1942 ramming battleships against each other?
I was thinking that, but I didn't
because
know.
you had one guy could pilot it and he had
Yes.
2 of the main guns. Then you had other people who can get into the deck guns.
Yes.
And I think that would be a cool addition. However, I don't know if they'll do that. But
DLC,
what I
dude.
would hope,
Naval.
that would be because they always have a naval.
They always
just
have a
like
naval.
100%.
Well, remember in Bad Company 2, they did the Vietnam DLC. They could totally give us planes and naval combat in the Pacific.
See, I could see the naval combat, but
That would be pretty
But
cool.
even having the ability to like when
that's
one
World
of the
War II.
classes unlocks a radio where you can radio in,
Yep.
something like that would be cool. Calling in like a battleship strike, which we're talking
25-inch naval guns.
25-inch guns,
Yep.
heaving the earth. And just like I'm seeing because like if you've ever seen before and after pictures of World War I, one of the biggest defining features of World War I is how it changed landscapes. Rivers moved,
Yes.
because of how much
It was
shelled the
devastating.
place.
It was devastating.
So in all the battlefields, destruction's becoming a huge part of it. And they even mentioned a lot of destruction at the press conference, Earth destruction, diving into the
Because
grounds, and craters.
Evolution,
Yeah.
as they titled it, was like a huge thing for Battlefield 4, and then they kind of did very small stuff in Hardline.
Example, in bunkers. You have like an underground bunker
Yeah.
that's point C to fight in. Well, you decide to artillery strike the living shit out of point C, and all of a sudden the bunker is collapsed and the flag's now above it on the ground. So it's in no man's land.
Yep.
Having that kind of levolution would be amazing, because you would open up covers, you would lose trenches.
I just love that word.
Okay.
Levolution.
So we don't talk for an hour. I'm not going to let you talk Call of Duty. I'm going to pass it over to one of these. Somebody take it.
I got you. Okay.
Just show of hands real quick, because I'll get mine out of the way. I know we're talking about like the evolved state of this game.
Yep.
Does anybody else think VR might be a plug-in for it?
I don't think we'll see it
no,
yet.
not.
And I'm
no.
not talking anything crazy, but like if you have the headset on, because they've already said you can play games in a standstill and it won't take any effect. But let's say you get in the vehicles and now you can pan.
That'd be cool.
If
That
it
would
just,
be
I'm not
cool.
saying like game changing to the point of you're only controlling it using your
You hold
VR
your gun, and your
eyebrows.
gun always stays
But-
forward, but you can look around for situational awareness.
That's
I
what
think,
I'm thinking.
I think eventually we're going to see that, but I think there's a big factor holding that kind of game back right now because they can make one of those games right now. And this may be stretching as far as I'm concerned.
Motion
but,
sickness.
well, not just motion sickness, but I also think a large group of people who play these games, these shooter games, are veterans.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to be looking at the screen at a TV, but you can see your entire life around you. You put somebody in a VR headset and you give that kind of actual warfare,
Immersive.
it might be too much for a lot of people, and it
I get
could
you. I get you.
cause an issue. Now, will we see it in the future? Absolutely, 100%. But I think we're going to need to wait a few years after the current war on terror is over.
I also don't think that we're far enough into it to get a fast-paced game like
and
Battlefield.
have it still feel good and not nitty.
Exactly.
We'll see how,
agree
we'll
with
see
that
how
too.
Riggs does.
Plus, I
Riggs
love,
is
yeah.
being stellar, like
plus,
1-to-1 on
I'd
all
love
that
to.
stuff.
I think a lot of people are gonna wait, especially for like a big game like Battlefield. I'm sure they'd wait till like Microsoft has something to kind of like combat
Yeah.
against it. To just say
Probably.
we're gonna develop all this VR stuff for
Also,
just.
Riggs is built for that. This isn't.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if there's anything it could be capable, maybe just panning in vehicles
Yeah.
only. Like,
I just don't
know.
think that. I
Spectator
don't think
mode.
they'd put that much work
spectator
into
mode.
it.
Where's this guy at? Where's this
Move around the
guy down
battlefield,
here?
like zoom in on people. Yeah.
My
that'd be
direction,
funny. Commander
this is
mode.
what I want to see with the first-person shooter. I've been wanting this for years. Many, many, many years. And Josh, you and I have talked off camera about this. The only game to ever come close to giving me what I wanted was called Conflict Vietnam. It was a game where you had these 4 guys that would run around. You could switch between them. I don't know if you guys ever played Conflict Desert Storm. Same series, same kind of thing. And it was a decent game. I want a Vietnam game. I want a Vietnam game for 2 reasons. One, I think there's a lot
good
of
one.
yes, because I think there's a lot of misconceptions about the true history of that war, and I think that those men who fought in that war and women as well deserve some credit. I mean, it took 30, 40 years for some of those guys to start being treated well, and I think if we give them some respect through a game, because just look at how Zach was talking about Notch just a little bit ago. This is a big part of respect for us. This is a huge part of our lives.
My grandfather.
If your grandfather was there, my grandfather was there. If we make a game for those guys, I feel like that they would feel respected for that. That's why whenever I see one, I don't always say thank you for your service. Sometimes I'll say welcome home.
I mean, like Battlefield Vietnam was a fun game.
Yes, it was.
That was a great Vietnam themed game, but that wasn't like, we're talking now that look at the
I want a full game.
high fidelity
get you.
foliage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think moving into the future is necessarily the wrong idea. Obviously, we're all excited for something fresh, and I think for us, something fresh and new is actually going back, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't think the direction Call of Duty is going is wrong. I think making a futuristic game is fine. You just got to do it in the right light and stuff like that. I think everyone's just kind of mad because they wanted something different from Call of Duty. A lot of it is where our expectations are. You can't really get mad at them for
Bring
that.
up a quick thing for Call of Duty, if you don't mind, because we didn't really touch on it.
I do
any of
mind.
us.
Stop it.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Go for it.
We
Go
didn't
for
really
it.
touch on it. I won't talk very long, I promise. We'll be brief with this. What I would like to see in the future of gaming is ship-to-ship combat with 1-to-1 scale, getting in your ship, jumping over, fighting in another person's ship. Okay, and then getting in their ship, scuttling their ship, and that's the match, right?
I think-
like Titan mode, and I think that's going to be in the new.
I
Call of
think
Duty.
That'd be cool.
I think new sci-fi
would be
games
cool.
have that. So I think that's what we need. If you're going to give us a new sci-fi game, if you're going to move into the future, you need to make new elements. You can't just
Yes.
your new elements
Right.
can't
That's
be like,
what I'm saying.
gonna
Reinvent the
throw
wheel.
Yeah, I'm not
Yes.
going to throw a jetpack on and call it a fresh new game. If you're going to go that direction,
Whole new game
make
mode.
it fresh, make it new, change it up because we're getting a lot of those.
Don't
So-
be afraid to take multiple ideas,
Yeah.
mash them to make one great idea.
Yeah.
So you guys, we want to thank you for hanging out, watching us, watching this.
Thank you for watching our podcast.
Thank you for letting us watch this podcast.
We enjoyed making part 3 for you.
We really did, you guys. That's what we do. It's, really a love that we do. We talk about this being a community all the time. That's why we do our community question. That's why we do our developer shout out. It is because this isn't just about us. This is about gamers. This is about everybody out there doing work, playing games, having fun, the love you guys have. Please support our Patreon, you guys. It's great. You go over there, click. You can even give us $1. Also, check out our For Honor video, you guys. It's one that Zach and I did. If we win, we'd have a chance to send some pigs to E3, which would give us
Boom.
a lot of, just we'd be able to get you guys basically the info as quick as every other news outlet.
Official
would be able
reporters
to,
for Ubisoft.
which would be fantastic, you guys. This takes literally 3 seconds. We'll post links all over. There'll probably be a link around here somewhere.
Go on,
down in the
click vote,
description,
confirm
for
the email.
sure.
Done.
Yeah, you literally put your name, an email. They send you an email. You confirm it. The whole thing
Super
takes
fast.
30 seconds at max. That includes waiting for the email.
And it's completely free.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
If not, you guys, thanks for watching, hanging out with us. Share it to your friends. If you like it, give us a like, leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys, and we'll catch you next week.
Have a good one,
Later.
guys.